I'm going to talk about occurring pattern. Let's look at weather warning. There is no weather warnings. So let's look at what caused the weather conditions. So when this is trough in the east, the trough will pull the low pressure from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to southern Ontario. Low pressure will bring like storms from the Gulf of Mexico. And there's some high pressure and there's some ridge that will create warmer and dry conditions. Warmer and drier conditions than normal. There's a moderate neutral temperature, not neutral yet. So let's go to pressure patterns starting from 8 p.m. So 1020 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tabber, which is 8 p.m. August the 7th. The 1012, 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tabber, which is August the 8th. This is something. 1008, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tabber, which is August the 9th. This is something. 1012, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is August the 10th. 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to precipitation patterns starting from 5 p.m. So Peterborough, Oakville, that's how Hamilton. Hamilton is going to get some. Oakville, Hamilton is going to be 0.25 millimeters, including Niagara Lake. Sissaga, down Toronto is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Scarborough is lightest to 0.25 heaviest 2.5. Newmarket, Stouffville, Orange, it's going to be 2.5. Walala is going to be 2.5 millimeters. So let's look at Collingwood, 6.25. Palm Beach, Mainland. Lionshead, Obey is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Brampton, Richmond Hills is going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, except yeah, it counts for Richmond Hills. So Beblas is 2.5. It's going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. Do something. Palm Beach, Mainland, Peterborough, Oakville, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake. Ports and Niagara Falls. It is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Sissaga, down Toronto. Also, apartment, Uxbridge, Georgia, Dorsetsa, Hanover, Dorsetsa, gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough, heaviest superfine like 0.25. Richmond Hills is actually 0.25 millimeters. And Scarborough, whole city is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Collingwood is going to be 6.25 millimeters. Barbados is 2.5. Perry, 2.5 millimeters. Alala, 2.5 millimeters. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Oakville, Hamilton, Parts and Act, for City Ooks. Tofu Market, Orange was 0.25 millimeters rainfall, including Collingwood. So let's go to AA and this something. So Nag for City 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 and it is something. So Hamilton, parts of Oakville, Nag for City, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Nag on the Lake Happy 2.5 like 0.25. So let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. Uku, Amethyst, Sissaga, Brampton, Orange Grove, Watertown, Hopesy, Poyalton. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Hanover. So that was 0.25. Nag on the Lake Abbey 6.5 like 2.5. Nag, possibly 2.5 millimeters. Richmond Hill. So let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So line said, obey Watertown, Poyalton. Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Brady, Babylon, Sales, Oakville, Saga, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond, Newmarket, Dover, Luxembourg, Peterborough, Belleville, Dorset, Sagadigan, 70.1 millimeters of rainfall. Nag on the Lake 2.5 Nag, Falls City is going to be 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is sun. So line said obey Whiteham, Boylston, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Sotheby, Mainland, and Lala, Betty, Baptist, Georgia, Brampton, Orangeville, Oakville, Oakville, Hamilton, Dorset is going to get some 0.5 meters of rainfall. Gonna like heavy super fine like 0.5 possibly super 5 millimeters. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Palm Beach inland, Collingwood, Bay, Georgia, Babylon, Zola, Hanover, Nag on the Lake Nag, Fall City, those it's going to get some 0.1 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to AA and there is something. Wartown, Poyotin, Hanover, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Beach, all the lads, those it's going to be 2.5, but last 6.5. Coburg is going to get some 2.5 millimeters, so Peterborough is going to be 0.5. Niagara on the lake is going to be 0.5. Light is heavy superfine. Niagara Falls City heavy superfine. Light is 0.5. Petty Babylon Georgia is going to be 0.15 millimeters of rainfall. Light is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Hope is super 5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Lebanon and is something. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Salaby, Midland, Petty Babylon Georgia, La Uxbridge. Peterborough, Belleville, those is going to get some 0.1 millimeters of rainfall, including 9 Obey Warton. So Coburg is going to be 2.5 millimeters in Ag, City Heavy is going to be 2.5, like 0.5 Ag, on the lake is going to be 0.5 Heavy is going to be 2.5 millimeters, so let's go to Stoffel. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. So Warton line said Obey Solomon, Milan, and La Betty, Babylon, Georgia, Oku, Hampton, Sissaga, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, parts of Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belfast, Nag on the Lake Nag, possibly 0.1 millimeters of rainfall, including on our 5 p.m. is something. So, Wiretown, Port Elton, Hanover, Collingwood, Inland, Alala, Betty, Babylon, Georgia, Oku, Hampton, Sissaga, Brampton, Orange Road, Toronto, Brisbane, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Portsmouth, Uxbridge, Coburg, let's go, not Coburg, Peterborough, Belfast, Niagara Falls City. Those is second to get some 0.1 millimeters of rainfall, including I said. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. The Wiretown, Port Elton, Hanover, not Collingwood. Solomon, Milan, Alala, Betty, Babylon, Georgia. Those are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Niagara Lakes, 0.25. Hamilton, Oco, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket. Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg. Bubble's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including 9 sets. So let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Oku, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket. Coburg, Belleville, Georgia, Babylon, Berry, Alala, Salabin, and Collingwood, Alliance. Dorset are going to get some 0.25. Scarborough, Habeas, Superfine Light 0.25. That's outside Scarborough. Snowfall is going to be 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Hamilton local. So let's go to the next tower, which is AA and Agfall City is going to be 0.1 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Lebanon, and that's not the girls. 2 and that's not the girls. 8 p.m. The line said it's going to get some 0.5 millimeters of rainfall. 11 a.m. Solid bit, that's sunny beach, solid bit, inland's going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Lion said it's going to be 2.5, Hope says it's going to be 2.5 millimeters, Barton 2.5 millimeters. Boreals is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to AA and this something. So, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Babylon, Georgia, Betty, Thunderbee, Solid those is going to get some 0.1 millimeters of rainfall, including Ogo. Let's go to Lebanon and there is something. So, Ogo is an Ogo. Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Market, Scarborough, Stouffville, Babylon, Georgia, Thunderbee, Solid Uxbridge going to get some 0.12 millimeters of rainfall, including parts of Niagara Falls City, Niagara, and Lake Holding. So let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. Collingwood, Thunderbee, Solid Mainland Bay, Olilla, Betty, Fabulous, Georgia, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, parts of Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Cool. Now, velocity. So, since I'm gonna get some 0.15 millimeters of rainfall, let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. Now, gonna lake now, velocity. Cool. Eastern cool. Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Market, Scarborough, Stover, Lashaba, Uxbridge, Coburg, the Bro Balfour, Churchinia, Babelos is Betty, Alala, Salaby, Milan, Collingwood, gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. Now, gonna Lake Pattern for City Cobra, Peterborough, Ottawa, Uxbridge, Scarborough, Stouffville, Hamilton, Watertown, Port Olson. It's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Port Olson, Hanover, Watertown, Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake. It's gonna be 0.25 Niagara Falls. It is 0.25 parts of Niagara Falls. City, Western Local, 0.25 including Belleville. So let's look at total precipitation. So let's look at total precipitation. August the 7th. So y times 2 millimeters for Olsen, 1 millimeters Hanover is going to be 2 millimeters Collingwood, 2 millimeters Brampton, 1 millimeter Mississauga, 0.7. Hamilton, 3 millimeters Oakville, 2 millimeters light is heavy is going to be 0.7. Everybody was 8 millimeters. Shortinia 0.8, Babylon 0.8, Betty 0.8, so Orla 0.7, Bomb is going to be 1 millimeters, and the last is 1 millimeters. Hope say it's going to be 1 millimeters line, so it's going to be 0.5 millimeters. So it's going to be 0.6 millimeters. Bro, 0.7 millimeters. So for 0.5 millimeters of rainfall, let's look at Peterborough, 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next Salter Beach, going to be 0.4. Looks visible 3 millimeters. So let's look at next tower, which is Richmond Hill is going to be 0.7 millimeters. Newmarket 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. August the 8th. So Warton 6 millimeters. Boylston 5 millimeters. Hanover 6 millimeters. Collingwood 4 millimeters. Bombeys 5 millimeters. Thunderbees 4 millimeters. Salaby 6 millimeters. Lens 7.7 millimeters. Everywhere and pause 4. It's going 5 millimeters now, gunning velocity 4 millimeters, Hamilton local 2 millimeters, Branch 2 millimeters, Sissaga 2 millimeters, Toronto 1 millimeters, Scarborough 2 millimeters, Dover 3 millimeters, Newmarket 3 millimeters, Orangewood 2 millimeters, Hooksville 4 millimeters, Oshawa 1 millimeters, Peterborough 6 millimeters, Coburg is 4 millimeters, Babel 1 millimeters, Chortinia 4 millimeters, Babylon 3 millimeters, Betty's got 4 millimeters, Alala's going to be 5 millimeters. So let's go to inland, which is 7 millimeters of rainfall. Oopsie, line says gonna be 3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Stouffville, 3 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. August the 9th. There is something. Everywhere now was 1.5 millimeters. That shows 1 millimeter, 6 0.8 millimeters. Coburg 0.9 millimeters. Peterborough 0.7 millimeters. Babel 0.3 millimeters. Georgina Strong 1 millimeters. Babylon 0.4 millimeters. Betty's going to be 0.5 millimeters. Line says going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood's going to be 0.3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Scarborough. The heaviest 0.9 millimeters. Light is going to be 0.6 millimeters of rainfall. So down around it's going to be 0.6 millimeters. This is going to get some 0.3 millimeters. Newmarket is 0.7 millimeters. So let's go to Collingwood. So let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. August the 10th. So Martin 3 millimeters hoops it, 3 millimeters lines it, 3 millimeters everywhere airport, 2 millimeters Hamilton, no, that's Collingwood, 1 millimeters, Suddenly 3 millimeters, Thunderbee is going to be 3 millimeters, Hamilton is going to be 0.7, Brandon 2 millimeters, Sissaga 3 millimeters, that's the heaviest light is going to be 0.6 millimeters, Stover 2 millimeters, Scarborough 2 millimeters, Darrell 3 millimeters, Newmarket 2 millimeters, Orangeville 2 millimeters, Uxbridge 2 millimeters, Oshawa 2 millimeters, Speedboy 1 millimeters, Coburg 1 millimeters, Bulls kami 1 millimeters, Georgina 2 millimeters, Babylon 2 millimeters, Baddies 2 millimeters, Salalas going to be 0.6 millimeters, 0.5 millimeters, and last going to be 1 millimeters. Palm Beach going to be 0.7 millimeters, so Palm Beach, Elgin's going to get some to 1 millimeters. Hanover 0.7 millimeters, Collingwood 1 millimeters. So this is the watt in 3 millimeters. So let's look at air temperature pattern. So starting from, I'll skip all the way to 7 a.m. So watt and 16 degrees, 4 hours and 17 degrees, 165 degrees, whole is going to be 6, 17 degrees, line is going to be 70 degrees, column 80 degrees, bomb is 90 degrees, always 21 degrees, and the beach going to get some 20 degrees. 21. Everywhere I was 22. Amateur locals 21. Locals going to be 21, but I'm 90 degrees. Tofu 20 degrees. Scarborough 20 degrees. Toronto 21 degrees. Newmarket Onshaw 70 degrees. Uxbridge 80 degrees. Oshawa 90 degrees. Peterborough 80 degrees. Galway 21 degrees. Bravo 20 degrees. Virginia 21 degrees. Belfast is going to get some 80 degrees. Ready is going to get some 80 degrees. Let's going to get some 90 degrees. So let's look at next topic. So let's go to 3 p.m. August the 7th. So Washington turn 25 degrees for odds 22. I know it's going to be 22 degrees. Hope say 22 degrees line. So it's going to get some 26, 25 degrees. Collingwood 26 degrees. Bombay is 26 degrees. Like it's going to get some 26 degrees. Thunder Bay is going to be 25 degrees. And that's going to get some 28 degrees. Everywhere there falls, it's going to get some 24 degrees. Hamilton locals 23 degrees. That's a warm, coldest warm is 24 degrees. This is like 24 degrees. Brandon 25 degrees. Stofford 26 degrees. Scarborough 25 degrees. Down Toronto 24 degrees. Market Orange 26. Six is 25. Yeah, so 24. Peterborough 25. Goldberg 23. Bravo 25. Churchill is 25 degrees, Bablas is 25 degrees, Betty is 25 degrees, Adela is 25 degrees. So let's go to next stopper, which is London. So let's look at next stopper, which is 7 a.m. August the 8th. So Washington 20 degrees, Hopes is 21 degrees, Lines is 21 degrees. Port Earls is 21 degrees, Adam is going to be 21 degrees, Collingwood's 90 degrees, Salaby going to get some 20 degrees, and that's Sunny Beach gonna be 21 degrees, Palm Beach 90 degrees, and that's gonna be 90 degrees. So let's go to the next tab. Everywhere there was 21.5. Hamilton Oak's 22 degrees, Oak's 21 2 degrees, Matter 21. Go full 21 degrees, Cabro 21 degrees, Darata 22 degrees, the market also 20 degrees, Uxbridge 20 degrees, Asher 21. Peterborough 20 degrees, Colbert 20 degrees, Bubble 21 degrees, Georgia 22 degrees, Babylon 20 1 degree where is 20 degrees Canada's going to be 20 degrees. So let's go to Dundee. It's going to be 19 degrees. So Atlas going to get some 90 degrees. So let's go to the next tab, which is 3 p.m. There is something. I attend 24, boy, I was 22, honors 23. Oops, say 23, lines say 23. Collingwood 27 degrees. Salaby's gonna get some 25. Bombay's gonna get some 26 degrees. Dundee Beach gonna be 25. Inland's going to be 27 degrees. Everywhere there falls 27 degrees. Hamilton Oakville 27. Oakville's gonna be 26 degrees. Brampton 29. Stouffville 29. Scarborough 28 degrees. Down Toronto 29 degrees. That's Scarborough 29. Down Toronto 26. Newmarket also 29 degrees. 6 and 7 Ashton 25. Peterborough 26. Colbert 23. Balboa 26 degrees. Georginia's gonna get some 27.5 degrees. Weblas is up ahead. He's gonna be 25.9 degrees. Adela's gonna get some 27 degrees. So let's go to the next stopper, which is let's go to 7 a.m. August the 9th. So Washington 80 degrees. World's 90 degrees. Sana was 80.5. Hope's airline says it's gonna be 18 degrees. Collingwood 70 degrees. Bombay's 90 degrees. Salaby's 20 degrees. Sanaby's 20 degrees. Atlas gonna be 90 degrees, everywhere else 20.5 degrees, Hamilton locals 90 degrees, locals 90 degrees, Ranton 80 degrees, Toffoli 60 degrees, Gabrus 80 degrees, Downton 90 degrees, Newmarket Orange, Newmarket 60 degrees, Orange Hill 60 degrees, Uxbridge 50 degrees, Oshawa 70 degrees, Peterborough 70 degrees, Galway 20 degrees, Bravo 20 degrees, Georgina 20 degrees, Baptist 70 degrees. So And it's gonna be 16 degrees, and that's gonna be 17 degrees. So let's look at Monday, August 9th, 2027. So 26 degrees White, Temple 23 degrees, Hanover 25 degrees, Collingwood 26 degrees, Palm Beach 26 degrees, Southern Beach 25 degrees, 26 degrees, Thunder Beach is gonna be 23 degrees, 22. Everyone pause 26.5, Edmonton Oakland 26, Oakland's gonna be 24. Brampton 27, Stouffville 27, Warminster Oakland's 26, Cold is gonna be 24, Down 24. Scarborough is gonna be 26 degrees, Market Orange 27, Oaks is 26, Ashford 24, Peterborough 25, Galway 22, Babel 26, Georginia's going to be 25 degrees, and he's gonna get some 26 degrees, Babylon's is 26 degrees, and the last gonna be 25.5, and the last gonna be 26 degrees. Oops. Oops, it's gonna be 25 degrees, line said 25 degrees, so let's look at 24 degrees. So let's look at next tab, which is 8 a.m. Let's go back to 3 p.m. Sunday, August 9th. So let's go back to 8 a.m. August the 10th. Brighton 90 degrees, Horizon's 20 degrees, Hanover is gonna get down 90 degrees, 20 degrees. Hoops in 90 degrees, Leinster 90 degrees, Collingwood 20 degrees, Barnby 20 degrees, Salisbury 20 degrees, Danny Beach gonna get some 90 degrees, and Lance gonna get some 90 degrees. Everywhere there, Foster 23 degrees, Hamilton Locals 22 degrees, Locals gonna be 25, Brandon 21, Stouffville 21, Scarborough 21 degrees, Sunderland 21 degrees, Newmarket, Orange Shores gonna be 21 degrees, plus 20 degrees, Oshawa 21 degrees, Peterborough 21 degrees, Colbert 21 degrees, Babel 22 degrees, Yorkinia's gonna be 22, Bablas is 22, Paris 20 degrees, so that's gonna get some 20 degrees. So let's go to the next tabber. Let's go to the next tabber, which is 2 p.m. So Port Elgin sunny for 2 degrees. Hanover is gonna be 23 degrees. Wyerton 24 degrees. Hobbs Bay is going to be 22 degrees. Lines is going to be 24 degrees. Lingwood is going to be 22 degrees. Bombay is 23 degrees. Bay is 23 degrees. Thunder Bay is 21 degrees. Alaska to get some 25 degrees. Everybody up on 36.5 degrees. Amazon local 27. Local as warm as cold is going to be 26. Branch 29. Stouffville 27. Scarborough is going to be 27. Toronto 26. The market 27 Orange Hill, 27 Uxus, 23 Oslo, 24 Peterborough, 25 Galway, 23 Belvoir, 26 Chutney, the bed is 25 Pebbles is 25 degrees. So let's go to the next tab, which is Oakville, 26 degrees. So this is the end of the video. So